Hi, the Wheel of Time fans. Welcome to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori, and this is Dr. S. Today we'll be talking about episode 6, which is going to be entitled Eyes Without Pity. This is just our little preview episode. But yes, what does that mean?
Oh God, I didn't even know the title in advance.
Just looked it up.
Now I just want to think about that for a few minutes.
Without
Eyes Without Pity. Well,
Like
we'll talk about that, I guess, later.
I guess so.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to be up to this episode? Because last episode was pretty exciting.
Oh, it was really good. So I kind of view like our preview discussion as a way to kind of like process again, with now that some time has passed between the last episode and the one that's coming tomorrow. And also all the comments that we've read. I also even rewatched the episode. So I'm getting serious here.
She's way more committed.
And so, I don't know. I'm just kind of like trying to figure out like what more do we understand now, right? So like the Seanchan, we're kind of getting to know more about them. And I was like really intrigued by the whole nail thing.
That's a very big deal in their culture.
Yes. So the viewers were explaining. Thank you so much, by the way. You guys are so generous with your time.
Yeah.
To explain. So I was wondering, like, when they chop off her nails, when is she able to, like, become noble or powerful again? And we are guessing, the viewers also, who have read, it's like the length of time it takes for the nails to grow back.
Yeah, somebody explaining that was like public shaming.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing you can do. I felt really bad for kind of making fun of it. Like, we were like, oh, she's so dramatic. They're like, no, that's like the worst thing.
Yeah, well, but I still think the tone was to create that sense, that awkward sense of shaming and humiliation. Because when I remember I couldn't really process what the feeling, like I was laughing, but I also felt bad for her.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, very, very complex.
I never felt bad for her, but now I do, because when they explain that's...
I mean, I don't feel bad for her. I don't know how to explain. It's such I feel like I need a new word.
It's complex, yeah.
I need a new word to explain the feelings that I have for her. Because, I don't know.
Well... Obviously, they're going to still be with Ishmael, or
Ishi. Just
guys,
Ishi. I would go with Ishi if I were you.
Ishi. They're best friends. So, how do you think that dynamic is going to evolve going forward?
So, I feel like he is in control. And the reason is he knows why she turned to the dark side. The dark side? I feel like that's not the right word. But, Dark One.
Yeah.
Dark side's more Star Wars, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So he knows, and I feel like that is the question that is really connecting me to this story is like, why do people choose to swear their oath to the Dark One? And I have no idea for her. What is it? I don't know.
I just don't know much about her.
I don't have, I don't know. I was just gonna say, I don't have pity for her, but then what's the title of episode?
Eyes Without Pity. How ironic.
I don't know. Their whole culture is super fascinating to me, right? Because they enslave people. And last week I had said, they enslave women. No, they enslave men and women. And of course, I'm against that. So, yeah, I don't know. What does she want? What's her end game? What makes her?
Because everybody has motives.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. I don't know. I mean,
right? Well, I mean, because her people are going to take over. Right? They want to, like, rule, right? Mm-hmm. Because now the High Lord, Turok, has the horn that he's going to use at the last battle, right? And it's going to summon all of the great warriors magically. But what does she get?
Yeah.
Why is she helping?
We need to learn more about her character.
I really want to know.
Her people.
And did you see, though, like, the gold? So I'm so obsessed with the nails. I'm sorry. But, like... High Lord Turok has, like, these gold, like, is it to, like, protect his nails from breaking?
Oh.
Because do you notice, like, it's, like, there's, like, gold cuffs on his fingers, and I'm pretty sure there's, like, a golden, like, the length of his nail on the nail. Like, to protect it so you don't accidentally... Because, I mean, I break nails when they're this long.
Oh, for sure.
Right? So it's, like, like, to protect it. But then as the nail grows, do they have to make, like, a new one for him?
That takes a long time to grow nails.
And if you accidentally break your nail, are you like, gotta go away for a while until it grows back? Even if you didn't do anything?
Right.
Yeah. Or is that gold just like a stand-in? Maybe his nail isn't underneath it.
This is why we need to learn more about them, because...
I find it fascinating.
Oh, it is super fascinating.
Yeah. And the whole no hair thing, like the less hair, the better. But why have the middle, why have the the mohawk.
Yeah, so sometimes I wonder, and I don't even know why I wonder, but I'm like, oh, is that in the books? Is that how they describe them in the books, with like bald but with just this top piece and with fingernails? And I'm just, but then they're always like, yes, you guys, everything is purposeful. Like there's there's no throwaways here. So they had to have described them that way. And yes, why that way? I want to know why everything.
But and then some things are different from the books, right? Like we learned that what you call apple,
it's a golden apple.
Some one viewer called pacifier.
Oh yeah.
That's not in the book, so it's like more like symbolic, a visual representation of like a different type of leashing that's necessary for certain people.
Yeah, I feel like if they add anything that wasn't in the books, it's only to just make it better, obviously, but just to really drive home the point of like this person is enslaved or whatever.
Against her will.
Yes.
And the tear that you saw is legit. It is there.
That makes me so sad. She doesn't want to do that.
Right? So then I have I don't want to say theory.
Okay.
But like a hope maybe. So you know how they have our Egwene now, right?
Yes.
And in the preview, she's like fighting, like they're trying to do something to her, and she's like fighting, and like it looks like she's being tortured. I think there's blood in her eye. Is she the eyes without pity? No, that's not her eyes. She would have pity. Well, I think that they're probably trying to get her to channel, but under their control, like the other people do, right? So she's fighting it because she's like super strong and she's gonna fight it. She's not gonna do that. And we're all waiting for her big moment, right? Because everybody's like, don't you worry, girls, it's coming.
Yeah,
so
just you wait.
It's got to be how she gets free, right? Because we know she's going to get free. So then I'm thinking, then she's free. Is she going to just go find her friends? I don't think so. Because I don't think she's just going to leave all these people to suffer. That's not Egwene.
Well, that eye contact that she made with the little girl, it says a lot. I think that speaks volumes. Exactly.
I smell like a revolution.
Yeah.
And Egwene
she's going to have her moment,
being part of it. Yeah, because I just don't, I don't know, like how do they, I don't know, maybe I'm just an idealist, a naive idealist, but I'm hoping that part of this story is like liberation of the slaves. Please.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
And Egwene has to play a part in it.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's the big thing people are saying about like.
Right, and Nynaeve and Elaine are gonna go back for her because they know where she is, so they're probably gonna be a part of it too.
Sounds like
Right.
Sounds like Egwene's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
and I'm here for it.
Yes,
I'm excited to see it. All right, well, let's talk about my new favorite character, Aviendha.
Yes.
Okay, she's joined the pack. So to speak. But what do you think it's going to be like when? Because I have a feeling people are going to come back together again, right?
At some point, right? Is that the trope of fantasy? Like, you know, there's a group of friends, and then they like separate, and then they come back together because they've done this, right? They separate, they come back together.
Yes.
Yeah, and like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, all of it, right?
That's my only other example, but is that what happens?
Game of Thrones,
right?
Well, they're not like not really a group, but yes, I'm just wondering how she's going to fit in with everybody because they introduced her for a reason, and it sounds like she is a badass, just as badass as I thought, we thought, and I love the Aiel culture and everything that has to do with that. Yes. Now, this is my question: is Aiel's okay? How do I explain this? This is a race of people, or not even a race of people, it's a group of people, but they're not all related, right? Like that sounds silly, I know to even say.
I don't think they're related, but I don't know how big the land that they're from is, but possibly they might know some
it's just
of
like
each other.
It's like having like Americans and then like Mexicans, Canadians, like, but that doesn't mean like they're all related.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure this out,
like because if they have the same color hair, I'm thinking it's more like of ethnicity.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So the reason why I'm asking is because we have another Aiel, the biggest character apparently. Yeah. So Rand, what's that dynamic going to be?
So I was thinking about that as well.
Really?
So I was wondering because he doesn't know anything about his culture. He didn't even know he was Aiel, right? But he knows now. So then I was wondering, first of all, who's his bio daddy?
Oh, we don't know.
Can we know? Is it important to know?
Has to be, right?
Right? So, and then how old is Rand and how old is Aviendha? Probably similar in age. So would they be of like a generation that maybe have people who know each other or are related to one another?
Yeah, I feel like there's something...
Are they siblings?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. But yeah, maybe, or I don't know.
I don't know. But I feel like he will learn from her about his people, and he'll probably think it's pretty cool, because it is.
It's fascinating,
right? And then something I want to know about is, you know how she joked with Perrin about, like, you know, like promiscuous activity should he want, but, you know, I guess she's joking, but whatever. She seems kind of like not taking stuff seriously, which I love. But then one of the viewers commented, maybe just a game of maiden's kiss?
What?
And then another viewer said, oh, haha, but it would be something like not appropriate to describe or too much to describe. So of course that made me very curious. Ooh, I know. Curious. Maiden's kiss, like it's a game.
So do you think that Perrin and Aviendha are gonna?
I don't know. And
get it on.
And I'm almost positive. Sorry, there are a lot of comments on the Aiel and Aviendha, but I'm pretty sure one of them said something like, if they started the game, they wouldn't be able to get out of it or end it. What the hell does that mean?
Oh, that's ominous.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. So I don't know if it's important, if it's spoilery to tell. If it's not spoilery to tell, please tell. Because I need to know. Unless you think it's going to be shown.
It's just all a bunch of decoding.
Yeah.
Decoding.
I'm all for spending a lot of time not on the main path of the Great War or whatever it's called, the final battle. Yeah. If you want to sidetrack and give me some more details about the culture of the Aiel, I'm there for it.
I'm definitely there for
I love the sidetrack, like the little, you know, you don't need to rush through that stuff to get to the main plot for me.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued to see what happens with Rand in the dream, obviously. But with Lanfear.
Yes.
And then Moiraine is there to wake him up should things get crazy, but how will she know? Is it going to be darting of the eyes? Like, how are we going to know?
I had a thought about this.
I love your thoughts. Tell me.
Well, because somebody asked us, do you think, because Maureen's like, yeah, I'll just wake you up. And somebody was like, do you think that's going to work? I
saw that comment.
And I was like, oh, man.
Haven't stopped thinking about that comment.
So there's no way. But before we get to that part, I was wondering, like, so before he went in, Rand told Moiraine, but he pretty much told her that he had feelings for Lanfear, that it wasn't just a one-way thing. So I'm curious and concerned, because I don't know how I feel about this if it were to happen. But what if when he's in the dream, he acts on the feelings part? Like, what if they do stuff? And Maureen's like, wait, are you in danger or are you enjoying yourself? And she doesn't know if she should wake him up or not.
Yeah, it'll be hard to tell, right? Yeah. So what objective signs can she look for to know I better wake him up? And I don't think she would have any malintent to not wake him up. But yeah, how's she gonna know?
Right? I know. And right now he's on the wheel or whatever that thing is.
Hot,
yeah. So I don't take your time playing that story out, I guess. But I also then started to think even more. So people were explaining to us that it's not that Lanfear was in love with Luz, the former Luz. I'm just going to call him Luz.
Yeah.
I like to keep it simple so I don't mess up.
Yeah. No.
Not Lewis, but Luz.
Luz.
So it's not like love, because maybe she's not capable of love, but more like of an obsession and like a wanting to be like in power because he's so powerful, right? Like a power couple. Right. I love that definition.
Yes.
So, and that didn't work out. So now she has a younger version to try with because she can maybe manipulate him more.
Yep.
I'm very, very concerned now, though, because when she finds out about Egwene, I know. Lord. Why did we not right away, right?
Oh.
I was kind of thinking about Egwene in her own struggle, like where she's a prisoner right now.
Yeah.
And we know she's going to get free, but then after that, Lanfear is going to find out that that's the girl that he has feelings for.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a big...
I'm pretty sure Lanfear's not going to like that.
Oh, man.
And then there's going to be bad stuff.
There's no good that can come out of that. Okay, something to look for.
And why do I kind of like Lanfear, though? She's kind of cool.
Hey, I liked her when she was Selene, and I didn't know why either. But yeah, no, it's the character.
Yes.
It's just the richness of these characters. Mm-hmm. Leandrin is my number one favorite character. Why? I mean,
right.
They're so developed and so strong-willed, all of them.
Yes.
You can't help but be like, good for you. Even though you're against my team.
Yeah.
But good job. It's like, when you're watching the Stanley Cup. I mean, my team did win the Stanley Cup. But, and you're like, but good game to the other team. I'm just saying, like, you want it just as bad. You all have your own motivations for why you're doing it. You can't help but kind of root for them, which sounds so weird.
I know.
But it's complex, and I love it, and I love that it makes us think outside the box, and not like good guy, bad guy.
Yes.
That's erased. That's gone.
No one, like even Moiraine, who at first I was like, oh, well, she's obviously good.
Right.
But I'm kind of mad at her because she does weird stuff. Like she's
intense, huh?
She doesn't care about, like, she just killed that horse. No big deal. That's sad.
She's like, no messing around.
Yeah.
She's like, I gotta get this done. I got one-track mind.
And the owner of the horse, she knew that bad stuff would happen to her if she would just do it. Oh, then, let's just bring Rand back to my family's house. We're in danger, and the most dangerous of the Forsaken is after us. Maybe I tricked her by sending her on a wild goose chase, but let me just hide out at my family's house.
Maybe I should do more questioning of Moiraine, but I don't at all. I'm like, whatever you say, you're like the little spirit guide. Yep, if you think that's right. But then she was questioning herself, and then that's when her sister said, well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Best advice ever. Well, so it made me think about, do you remember when Alana was telling, I think she was telling Lan, like, I wish you knew Moiraine before 20 years ago. Yeah. 20 years ago was when the Dragon Reborn was born, right? Mm-hmm. So she learned about that prophecy, because they keep saying she's been gone for 20 years, or she's been gone back and forth, like gone to find the dragon, right? Mm-hmm. So what was she like before? Was she, like, fun? Like, I really want to know because it was Alana, right, who said that? Yeah. What was she like? And 20 years for the Aes Sedai is not that long, right? It was like, for us, like, what were you like last year before you heard that story?
Right.
So, I don't know. I really want to know. And I feel like we're going to find out, right? Because why nothing is just said.
Yeah. Because we're going to find out. Hopefully. So, Hopefully soon. Hey, where's Lan? Where's Matt? We saw a preview of Lan. Mm-hmm. There was like a warder show-off or showdown a little bit. Yeah. I don't know what that's about. Are they accusing him of maybe being a dark friend? I don't know. The other warders. But anyway, no. But,
No.
I don't know. For some reason, when I saw that preview, I was like, what are you? You better back off of Land, my friends. The other warders. But anyway, but really, Matt. You give us this juicy content of Matt in the first season. And I know casting things happen, but... And then people are saying, he wasn't really in some of the books or whatever, but still, he's a pivotal part of this. He has to be. Yeah. So I just need a little more. I'm not just saying
a little bit here and there.
He wasn't even in
because Min, we love Min.
Oh my gosh.
So we
need more Min, more Lan, more Matt.
Yes.
Let's talk about Perrin.
Yeah, let's talk about Perrin.
Because, have a new crush on him, and I love him so much. And I think he is just sweet, and this is not my crush talking, it's just me, but there's some kind of like innocence to him, or just purity that I see in him. So it's funny when Aviendha was kind of coming on to him or whatever, and he seemed a little, because I have to remember they are kind of young, right? Well,
they're young, and also I'm getting the sense that everyone from Two Rivers is kind of like
sheltered.
Yes. Naive, a little. Yeah, like people kind of make fun of them, like, like just not as like kind of civilized or like
experienced.
Cultured. Yeah, all kinds of, I would say, negative adjectives, but not like very mean. Just more like
ignorant.
More like you haven't seen the world. So, yeah.
Exactly.
And then one of our viewers said, like, everyone's going to have their, like, character arc.
Yeah.
So, Perrin, I think we're getting a good amount of Perrin.
We are. So, I'm very satisfied with that.
Not complaining about that.
Knowing he's a wolf brother, because we've kind of known all along, we just didn't know how to name it. And now we get to name it. And then I want to see that build also. And just where that goes. And him learning to communicate even further.
Well, and Elias, he asked Elias if his eyes will become brown permanently like him one day. And he said,
yellow.
Yeah. And he said yes. So then, so then does he walk around being all, like, mystical, like Elias, too?
He already is.
Yeah.
for me. Anyway.
But not as fun.
No, yeah, I know. He's a very, like, serious but sweet man, and I love that, like, he's kind of maintained that, and I told you, like, I hadn't seen him smile since probably the very first episode when he learned of the wolf and Hopper. Oh, and Hopper! I love Hopper so much. So I'm just really excited for his story. I'm more, like, the adventures he's going to go on, and then how the wolves are going to help the pack. The pack is what I'm excited about.
I feel like he will meet, like, more will join, right? Because right now he's just with Hopper, but I think as they go on their journey, more will follow.
I don't know who commented. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but somebody just said something about Hopper, that he's the goodest boy. And it was just so cute, because that's, like, how I talk about my dog. He's just the bestest boy in the world. Anyway, all right, what do you think about Varen? What are we thinking about Varen?
I love Varen.
She is...
She
sharp as a whip.
Maybe one of my favorite characters right now, and and I guess get really nervous because everyone says I have to be suspicious of everyone, and then I don't want to be suspicious of her at all.
No, wait, are we supposed to? No, I'm suspicious of the mischiefs of novices. That's what, but no, not well.
But they said you have to be suspicious of everyone.
You do, yeah.
So I don't know.
But she doesn't give off the vibe of darkness. She's just inquisitive and also on a mission, and she's just I don't know. Now I'm like,
I know, because you can't get comfortable is what people are saying. You just can't just relax and enjoy a character, because if you do that, then you're gonna be like nervous. There's anxiety that gets created.
There's an interrogation in her gaze too, like when she's looking and she's literally interrogating the mistress of novices, like kind of I guess a higher up, and she looks kind of nervous, and I'm like, just her eyes are just like piercing through her soul. Like, I like her style. Yeah, she's very intriguing to me at this point.
But I guess if she so like once they take the oath to the dark, they'll just lie, right? They can lie.
Oh yeah,
right, because Leandrin, well, she just lies.
She
just lies, right? She's then she did not lie to Moiraine when Moiraine told her to swear to her. She could have just lied.
Okay.
If she was... I don't even know why I'm even going that far. I don't need to yet. There's no suspicion.
No, because it's
leave
fun.
her be. Yeah, I know.
It's still fun.
I know. And I really, like, you know who I regret accusing?
Who?
Elaine. I really like her now.
Oh, no, you can still like her.
I mean, I
like
liked her. Yeah, no, but I mean... I like her. Like, I don't fear her.
No.
I feel like, she's a little sweetie pie.
You were right to question everybody.
Okay.
You're not
It's still
wrong.
in the back of my mind, because she still was creepy. But
I know what you're saying, but yeah, when the people were commenting about how, like, she didn't really have friends her own age or whatever, I felt that too. I was like, oh yeah, maybe we should give her a little more credit. But see, we don't know the backstory.
I know, we don't.
You have to forgive yourself. Don't judge yourself, because we don't know.
Yeah.
We literally don't know anything. But that's why I need more of Lady Sarath's story. What is her motivation for joining the dark one?
Yeah.
And just... Well, everybody. We need more. Yeah. But the ones that we do know a lot about, it's been really good.
And I do have a better understanding of the lay of the land now, because I have looked at the map of Rand.
So good.
Randland.
Randland
is what the fandom calls the map.
You're officially part of the
People have sent me the maps. Thank you very much. The links to the map. And then my younger son, he was curious about Randland, and so my husband brought out the book for him to look at the map. Well, he asked to see it. And so,
book.
Yeah, I sent him the link, one of the links that the viewers showed me. But then my husband actually brought out the book.
The book.
So because my son's really into, like, maps and borders and, like, that type of stuff. He likes
I think you're ready for Wheel of Time Con.
Maybe. But we both have to go.
We're going, by the way. Somebody mentioned that. Didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So whenever you guys find out where it is, I'm not kidding. We're going.
We should do it.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah. Is it okay for non-book readers to go? Like, if the show... So, my whole thing now is, like, people are saying we should read the books, but obviously we're not going to read the books until this TV show... Well, maybe ever. But if we do read the books one day, it will be after the show's over, because
that's just our thing.
Now we have to, like, complete this mission, which is to watch the shows. Pretty much for you guys.
Seriously.
So that you can, like, see, like, you know, I feel like if we can pick up on stuff, then it's kind of a good, like, temperature gauge of, like, how good a job the showrunners are doing.
Yes.
And it's fun. So we can't read the books until we finish the series.
Nope. It's not going to happen. I'm so sorry.
But is it okay to go to Wheel of Time con.
I mean, aren't people just dressed up? I've never been to one of like a Comic-Con thing.
It's not going to be like who won the last battle on the book, like on their t-shirt.
Like this person made me do it, or I don't know.
You know, like I'm a dark one, and she's dressed like Elaine.
I do wonder now, is it safe for us to go? But
so I mean, something to think about. So you guys can
take off work. I mean, just clear your schedule when they announce it. I wonder what it's gonna be. What if it's here? Then it was still meant to be.
Yeah, then we have to. There's no excuse.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, well, took a little tangent. But anyway, well, everybody, we are probably about 24 hours away from episode 6, which is called what now again? Wait for it. Eyes Without Pity.
Eyes Without Pity.
Okay, so let us know what you're thinking about the next episode. I know, like, 95% of you are book readers, so I know you can't tell us much, but, like, anything you say and everything you say has been so helpful and nourishing to our little souls, our little Wheel of Time souls. So please keep that coming. And then we're so excited to talk to you about episode 6 after it airs. So look out for that. And then, like and subscribe if you haven't. And thank you for everything. And we'll see you next time. Bye.